Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right, out here in my lab. I do what I do for you. Today, rather than 25 ways to live by storytelling, start with a message in the story for life. These are life lessons. I'm giving them, you tuning in, receiving them. I really appreciate that. Let's go. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, doggone it. You know the deal is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for all right thinkers to do just that, know themselves. And this is the mission that right thinkers should be on for themselves, to know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not, and knows that they know not is simple. I teach them. Stay tuned. That's what I do for you. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them with knowledge of self. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. I can wake you up. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my be true. This lesson today has very little Maya, but the lesson should be learned here. Let's talk about it. Right thinkers, let's talk about foolish pride. Is the ego in control? I keep trying to explain to you about the ego. I'm trying to break it down to you about your ego. I'm going to keep riding home to you about your ego. So here's another lesson about your ego dressed up as foolish pride. Let's go. When foolish is involved, the results are never good, even when that foolishness is disguised behind pride or in front of pride. I'm pride. No, foolish pride is you acting a fool and thinking you had a right to. Foolishness. Pride is from within. You should be prideful, but foolish pride, let's talk about it. Let's go. Foolish pride is what? Is when you do what you feel like doing, not what's right. It's going to be a nice lesson for somebody. To be wrong and your foolish pride or your position of power won't allow you to what? Do the right thing. That's ego. When all you're concerned with is having control, power to do wrong, that's not a good thing. Again, ego. Foolish pride can get you to the top. That ego, yeah, it can get you to the top, but guess what? It won't keep you there. I tell all my students, every great dynasty collapsed and fell. Do anybody know why? I do. 3 little words, 3 little letters. Ego. Whatever you're doing and however you're doing it, if you edge God out of that concept, it's going to fail. Eventually. Like I said, it'll get you there, but it won't keep you there. Got a story for that, but I don't feel like storytelling about that one right now. I got some other stuff I'm trying to get across. I've got a message I'm trying to get across today. Hello. When you're the HNIC, you're ego driven, and 9 times out of 10, you don't even know it. Why? Because you got power, you got control. So, my ego, I mean, let's talk about you. Being the boss and being egoistic is foolish pride at its best, because all you exhibit is ego-driven nonsense, and everybody can see it, but they can't call you on it because you're above reproach. When your answer for doing something wrong is, I'm the boss, that's like a parent saying, because I said so. That don't make it right. And 9 times out of 10, you're probably not right. But because you're the boss, as a boss, again, without spiritual discipline and knowledge of self, you're ignorant of what's right, and you're only going to do what you want to do. Even if it's wrong, you're going to justify a wrong act. I don't condone and co-sign none of that nonsense at all. And when it's directed at me, we're going to have a problem. Call Houston. When you can be good at what it is you do, but if you're not true, it won't work for you. Temporary satisfaction, temporary glory, temporary achievement. Yeah, that's all temporary. Why? Because how you got it won't keep it. Why? You'll see. You know, every empire was taken down because of foolish pride, aka that little word, ego. Right now, I'm getting emotional. I gotta calm myself down, talk myself up the ledge. I'm about to jump off and do something egoistic. So I gotta calm myself down. That's self-mastery at its best. I'm not gonna say, do, and act out of sorts and this, that, well, I apologize. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not apologizing for nothing I say or do. I'm talking to you. Your ego will give you will give you false pride, aka selfishness, and again, egoistic, because it's all about you. Your ego will have you full of yourself. Your ego won't share with anyone. Everything is me, I. Yeah, that's why you're by yourself. You're going to end up alone. I know them kind of people, that's where they end up. That's why they're by themselves. If you're successful in life, and most egoistic people are, and you're not controlling your ego, you will fail and fall like every other one before you and everyone after you who do the same nonsense that you do. They're thinking you can get away with it. That's what karma is there for. It's built a mechanism for guys like you. We can't stop you. Man can't stop you. Woman can't stop you. Karma can. If you claim to be a believer, that's between you and your God. But claiming to be something and showing who you really are, we can tell that there's an imbalance there. If what you say don't match what you do, I can't trust you. Your trust has been breached, so there is no trust. You done crossed the line, you done imbalanced the scales. There's no money out there when it's ego-driven people. When you're successful, when your success is from your workers, and you think it's all about you, you take all the credit for not doing nothing but being in charge, that's ego. When you don't share as a leader, when you don't share the spoils of the riches that was brought on, that's ego. And you're going to be dealt with for yourself. Ain't going to do it with nobody else. You can trick and BS me all you want. You can trick and BS other people, but you can't trick and BS yourself. You say you know that, but yet you don't do the things to show that. I see people who are made to look good by others, but think it's all about them. All the time. I do what I do for me. I don't need somebody to make me look good. I don't need to use, abuse, or work somebody out to make myself feel good about myself and feel like I'm somebody. The ego will have you thinking you did everything until what reality sets in and karma pays you a visit. Now you're going to be, if I coulda, woulda, shoulda. Yeah, you're going to be a day late and a dollar short. Why? Because you're going to be on the losing end on that deal. Because you're not in control. You answer to somebody. Trust me, you will. Next one. Foolish is the ego's MO. Selfish, ignorant, egoistic people in power, business is going to fail. Trust me. You look foolish when you say and do the different things and think nobody knows or think everybody can see it. Perfect example. The emperor had no clothes. I'm the kid that's calling the emperor out. Yep. Dude, you wrong. You wrong. Foolishness is you taking credit for something you could not have done without somebody else's help. That's the me, I syndrome. Not we, us. Ain't no big eyes, all that nonsense. All that. I ain't going there. Calm it down. Foolishness is acting like you're more than what you really are. And everyone also sees that. Foolish is doing something you will regret before you do it, and you do it anyway. You're going to say the first thing that comes in your mind. You're going to come out your face uncouth and sideways because you're in a position of power and you're not trying to be outdone. So you're going to do whatever you need to do. I tell people, those kind of people, we call them tyrants. Everybody know about them. We all have worked for a tyrant. So you're not new. You ain't no different, just like all the rest of them. Okay? Understand that. And guess what? You'll be dealt with just like the rest of them. You ain't no different. Taking advantage of people, abusing people. Oh, you're going to be dealt with. Let's go. Let me wrap this up before I get a little out of control here. Foolish pride is having to always apologize. You ain't going to find nobody going to tell you that I apologize to them. What I say, I mean. And I'm going to say what I mean. And I mean what I say when I say it. I'm not going to come and say, no. Your foolish pride will have you apologizing all the time because of the wrong things that you do because of your foolish pride. When somebody call you out and you're going to react the way you react because you're not going to be called out. So you're going to use your foolish pride to disrespect and abuse people that you got control over. You. Spiritual knowledge will override foolish pride every time. That's right thinking philosophy. What I want to do, I can't. If I exercise my foolish pride, I would. But because I'm above that, I can't. But I want you to understand one thing. I have a limit. My favorite Marvel superhero is the Hulk. For a reason. I'm a right thinking master. And I try to exercise that right. And I think before I act or speak. That's right thinking philosophy. And I'm doing it right now. I don't like to be used, abused, or played on the street vernacular. When you do that to me, there's a price you're going to pay to me. Vengeance is mine, say the Lord. Okay. That's not street vernacular. What Michael Jackson say is mine. Yeah, your blood is mine. Yeah, I'm going to come and get it. And I ain't trying to leave my home. I'm bringing mine with me. You can get any part of mine you want, but I'm bringing it and I'm coming to get yours. Defend yourself. On guard. Protect yourself. Foolish pride is not something to be proud of, but most people do, and they think it's a good thing because they're in control. When it's done to them, they don't like it. In the rule, in the philosophy, right thinking, if you don't want something done to you, you shouldn't do it to other people. And if you do to other people things that you don't want done to you, you're not a good person. I have pride, bunch of it, but not foolish pride. Why? I know myself and I don't apologize. I'm out.